You did recognize the right person.
Well, I also recognize this person, but not the one I thought we were watching. No, instead we have the rookie of the year is the way that I've been describing this guy. We have Tiago, someone that broke into the scene Season 2, already has a golden Mickey under his name.
Singapore, just recently, the Disney Lorcana Challenge, an international traveler.
Yeah, made top 32 at DLC Bologna to qualify for the European National Championship, and now is also qualified for the North American National Championship, so that is huge.
In the past, we have seen Tiago on Amethyst Steel.
You are wrong.
We see Emerald Amber over here underneath his name. That's quite peculiar, wouldn't you agree?
It's certainly not the ink combination that we're used to seeing, as you say, Zebex. Amethyst Steel has been Tiago's bread and butter, but I do know that he's been crashing out over this deck for quite a while, but he normally still sticks to it because it's what he knows best. Not today. Tiago is repping the dogs.
Okay, and then over here for Sean, we've got Emerald Sapphire. Are we potentially going to see another version of the match that we were just commentating on?
Essentially, yes, but with different pilots, and who knows, maybe there's some spice. Tiago may be on a Circle of Life type build. I would assume Tiago to be on the most stock, consistent build possible, but who knows? There could be some spice in there.
There are different ways to build both of the decks that we see.
Surely not.
Oh my goodness, you don't like a little bit of spice?
Wow, what a concept.
That's the greatest thing about Disney Lorcana is there are so many cards that you can play, so many cards that are strong. When you know these teams, these players are play testing together, figuring out what the best combination is, everybody's deck is going to be slightly different.
But 100%. I do already see the typical blue-green cards, the Cinderella. We have the turn 2 ramp in Teapot. I think there's a sale there as well. So Sean already looking to have the basic pieces that he needs. But yeah, I know there will be a lot of people very shocked to see Tiago not playing that purple steel. But Dogs, again, touted as one of the best decks in the format at the moment. Good matchups into blue-green, into Blurple, any of these Sapphire decks, essentially. So let's see how Tiago can pilot this deck. He's already 2-0. Both our players are.
And another interesting thing about both of these players going into 2-0 and the players we just saw, none of them are on Amethyst, one of our favorite colors, but we are seeing decks that are doing well without that Amethyst color here, giving our other ink colors a chance to shine.
It's possible to win without purple cards?
Oh my goodness, it's true. Say it so. I mean, we'll find out tomorrow who's ultimately the victor of the entire Disney Lorcana Challenge here in Richmond. But right now, we're about to see our first game of this second match of round 3.
There's so much left to go today. If you're just joining us, welcome to DLC Richmond. 8 rounds of Swiss today, followed by another 4 tomorrow, and then into Top Cut, and we're off to the races.
Yep, and we are going to see one of our favorites, Daisy Duck, Donald's date for Tiago, starting off here. We know that she quests well.
Great turn 1 drop. We inked that lady family dog, and passing over to Sean again on the play for Dogs is pretty
good place to be.
It is a very good place to be. Again, there are some lower to the ground decks like Purple Steel and Ruby Amethyst that can deal with this, but blue decks not so much. We're just going to ink and pass.
Yep. And there we go. We'll get to see a card off the top of Sean's deck. Tipo, being a character, will go to hand. A little bit of advantage there, but Tiago already up to 2 points on board.
Yeah, again, Tiago probably not going to care too much about giving cards. He just wants to get all the lore he can. So, yeah, sure, have a Tipo.
And Bobby Zimmerowski, Spray Cheese Kid coming down. Let's filter through our deck a little bit. Drawing and discarding. What card would you discard here?
I don't have a full, maybe a Bobby. No, it's going to be a Tramp. Probably wants that Bobby to do a little bit more digging, maybe even playing it now. No, it's going to be the lady.
Lady.
Elegant Spaniel.
Yes, let's sit and cozy by the fireplace.
Cool. Yeah, it's the Elegant Spaniel. I had a moment there where I was doubting myself. I was like, wait, am I wrong?
You were correct.
Am I wrong? No, I'm good.
I have been practicing, Baker, and you said it, and I knew that you were right. And of course, that lady does give us an extra lore if we have a Tramp in play. We discarded a Tramp, but we do we did see other copies of Tramp in Tiago's hand, so she will be able to get a bonus.
Sounds good. We're going to ink a Tipo, Growing Sun, and play another. That's going to put an extra card into our inkwell, and then just simply a pass. Again, Sean needing a few turns to set up and unlock the full potential of this Amber.
The full potential or the 4 potential, as that's how much ink will be on next turn.
I hated that, D-Bags. I hated that.
Oh, I love a good pun, chat. So if you're here, I can give you puns all day long.
I'm excited for you and Liam to be on casting together. It's going to be Pun City, Pun Central.
Well, Ursula Deceiver here, potentially taking Under the Sea.
That's the Jasmine, and we got a reader.
Oh,
we've got a reader
goodness.
in chat. Jasmine, is she?
Royal Commodore.
Royal Commodore. She is a Shift 5, and on play, you return all opposing exerted characters to their player's hand. Is it just opposing, or is it all? No, all other exerted characters to their player's hand. A legendary from, I think, set 5. Not a card that's seen a lot of play in the past, but it makes a little bit of sense, again, against these aggressive dog decks, Z-Bex.
I have not seen this Jasmine Royal Commodore played in my local area, so the fact that we're seeing it here today tells me that Sean might have had an idea that dogs or some of these more aggressive decks were going to be in the field today, and he needed to be prepared for it with a card, which Tiago had to read. Maybe we'll get to see it.
Tiago had to read. It was awful.
Oh, my goodness.
It was terrible. But, yeah, we're a little off of this Jasmine, and she does have to shift.
Yeah, you must shift to get it. So we will need to see a different Jasmine down here first, which is not there yet.
Not just yet.
But there's quite a few different Jasmines that the Emerald Sapphire deck has to pull from.
There's not a lot of great ones. There's the one drop which gives resist to one of your guys into the start of your next turn, which seems to be not bad. We're going to ink Clarabelle and play a sail.
Yeah, let's dig and see if we can find something, potentially dig some more.
Heads held high in the hand as well, for sure. Not a card we've seen a lot this set. We saw it like Fabled and even before that as a combination card with Under the Sea, because it lowers the strength of all opposing characters by 3. So then that is most characters go into Under the Sea range there, but nice to see it again.
Well, and everybody from the family here of Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, yeah.
Chica, not a card that I see very often either.
It's Chicha time, the dedicated mother. Shout out to Skylar Dunce. I know he's a big fan of Chicha. 2-cost uninkable, 2/1 quest for 1 support. And the second time you add a card to your inkwell during a turn, you may draw a card.
Well, that's pretty advantageous.
That's pretty good. If you're doing a lot of ramping, you're doing a lot of inking, then Chicha will reward you. 1 on the way, I think is the name of that.
Yeah, not too often that we see draw printed on a Sapphire card, but one of the few that we do. And then Tiago is going to follow it up with a Tramp Street Smart Dog. We love to see that here. He's already costing less because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters in play.
Yeah, that's a lot of dogs. That's a lot of potatoes. That's a very cheap
which is
Tramp.
that many cards that he gets to draw and choose to discard.
Yep, only having to pay a cost of 2 to play down that Tramp.
So inexpensive.
That's a bargain, mate. That's what I call that, a bargain.
Almost a 2 for 1.
Good value for your ink. Going to start turning some stuff sideways. Will Ursula also be joining them on a little quest? Already at 13 lore here, and that's going to take us to 14 with the Ursula quest. Yeah, Sean needs a lot to happen on this next turn. He doesn't have a Prince Philip down, so there's no line where we can shift into the Vanquisher, where we can sing Malicious and shift. So I think this is over.
At least for game 1, potentially. But let's see. We're going to throw Clarabelle down into the inkwell. And we're going to follow it up here.
There's that Contented Wallflower.
Yep.
Yep, and we do see that 1-drop Jasmine in hand for Sean, so that is clearly the shift target.
Yeah, Jasmine, Resourceful Infiltrator. That was the one that I was thinking of.
We're going to shift straight away.
We get to see it here. Let's get all of those exerted characters. And Sean has the advantage here by playing it.
Yeah.
You don't have to turn your characters to be exerted until you've already done the shift there.
Absolutely.
So clean.
That was super good. Yeah, paying 1 for the Jasmine and then immediately shifting for a cost of 5, bouncing everything but the Street Smart Dog to hand.
I think this Jasmine Resourceful Infiltrator deserves a little bit more respect.
Absolutely.
You're saying she wasn't so strong, but that play just made it happen all in 1 turn.
Hey, the Royal Commodore seems to have found its place in the current meta game, just again with this package of turn 'em sideways decks like dogs, or even Ruby Amethyst probably hates this Jasmine. Jasmine.
Oh, yes.
I speak as an authority on the subject. I don't like the idea of this Jasmine bouncing back all my Diablos, etc. But Tiago's still well out in the lead, able to quest to 16 and re-establish some characters. And again, Jasmine only sends back exerted characters. So while that was a pretty impressive play, it's probably not done a lot to alter the clock.
Tiago is one turn away from game here with characters on the board adding 6 lore right now. Ursula, who came down, didn't really have much to do. Jasmine, Royal Commodore, is going to make the challenge with Tramp, so that's going to be banished. At least 2 of the lore out of the 6 for Tiago gone, but with 4.
Yeah, so that Chicha went on a quest and utilized the support keyword, giving Jasmine an extra 2 strength, meaning she's able to cleanly answer the Street Smart Dog and take only 2 damage in return.
However, we see Go Tamago darting Dynamo, and that's going to gain us the lore here to take a game. He had lots of ways he could do it, but he had some style points there.
I think he was pretty satisfied that was going to be his game, but Go a good as way to get there as any. So yeah, Dog's taking game 1 on the play. No real surprise in this matchup, but Sean on the play this time. Is that going to be the bit of space that he needs to come out on top?
Well, and now that Tiago has seen Jasmine Royal Commodore, do you think that's going to change at all how he's altering his hand? Because that's a card that can be an additional Under the Sea effect.
I don't think it's going to affect his original.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
I think, again, the game plan remains the same. All gas, no brakes, turn them sideways.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Who's going to catch them? You know that Sean is going to
Nobody's going to get impounded today if Tiago has his way.
Absolutely. Sean is going to have a slow start to the game. So the knowledge of the Jasmine is nice to have, but I really don't think it's going to do much to change Tiago's game plan. I could be wrong, though, Zebex.
I'm just a Jasmine girly. I love my princesses,
Absolutely.
and there was an Emerald Jasmine before who didn't get much play, so to see an Emerald Jasmine played today, I am very happy about that.
You're just happy to see some princesses.
I
get it.
Power of the princesses.
Hey, your Rapunzel's gone. Your Ariel Spectacular Singer's gone. Like, you gone.
But we've got Cinderella as a princess who loves to see other princesses. So we could even say this is a princess party.
Princess party, but they weren't invited.
Well, not to the first game. Yeah, Jasmine resourceful.
They're still getting ready is what they're doing.
A princess, the first character we see in play. She's getting the party ready.
Okay, Jasmine was ready on time. That's we love you, Jasmine. Thank you for being ready when you said you would be.
Yeah, she won't be able to be giving resist to anybody, but that's okay. We have seen the Jasmine that I like, so he is, Sean here, setting up to potentially disrupt the dogs in play. But Tiago didn't start with a dog. He started with that popular play, Daisy Duck Donald State. Very strong. Yeah,
it's where you want to be, especially on the draw. You need that extra bit of aggression. I don't think you can open up with a Bobby. I mean, it's still a challenge for the Sapphire decks, but Daisy on the draw means that the pressure is
There's just so much extra willpower to get through.
Absolutely.
The extra card doesn't matter too much.
Just
being you're welcome, not even getting the extra card.
Math OP. Like.
Oh, and for the second time in round 3, we get to see a triple Daisy Duck Donald's Date.
Okay,
duck.
I'm gonna steal a line from Liam.
Okay.
It's a foul board state.
Oh, that was a great pun.
That's a Liam original. I'm going to give the credit where it's due. Fully stolen. I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit, but we continue.
Thank you for that. I'll take that for me. Thank you, Baker, for appeasing me in my punny ways.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm just here to make you guys feel welcome. But I am going to be sick. Nonetheless, Triple Daisy is all the gas you need on the draw. Wow. Sure must have eye-rolled that.
Let's C1. We'll have a Kita, yep.
Key to the puzzle.
Oh, yeah, we're getting really here with it. And then we see John Silver.
And the third one, taking us to 8 lore. Okay.
Develop your brain on the bottom.
Miss. Okay, finally a miss. Man, I feel for Sean, man. Like, I love Thiago. He's a good friend, player I respect a lot. I want to see him do well, but man, do I feel for Sean in that moment. Like you expect to lose the dogs on the draw, but then okay, this is my on the play game, and then he just goes triple daisy.
And followed up by a double lady elegant spaniel. I mean, if you're going to draw multiple copies of the same card in your deck, these are great ones to have.
Absolutely.
Especially with tramps that we do expect to come and give that bonus that we love.
100%. Yep, couple of just one tramp, and suddenly these daisies are questing for 2 each, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That would get us to 18 lore next turn. John Silver is going to give Reckless to one of these daisies.
So
though.
One of them won't be able to quest, so only potentially 8 to 16 next time if Thiago. Oh yeah, that's all. Sean's like, I'm at 0. Please slow down. John Silver is going to be the alien that we need here.
Yep, he's going to pick his fights, picking on the Daisy Duck, but we've got 2 more that are able to quest. Finds a 1-drop Jasmine. And...
Right. For our second one.
Oh, Ink Geyser. So that is going to be denied. No
that
big
would
prize.
Have been nice, but...
No big prize for Sean this
Daisy
time.
Duck is the only one that gets to have the teddy bear.
Okay, this is huge.
And Ursula Deceiver taking Under the Sea. And well, I think that has to be the card.
That was exactly what Sean needed. That was exactly what Sean needed there to interrupt this board. He does keep Stopped Chaos in his track in hand, which allows you to bounce back a couple of characters of 3 strength or less, which will still help, but Under the Sea would have been humongous.
Yes, and we just see a Clarabelle off the top, our clumsy guess. I would have loved to see that Under the Sea for a big swing here. But currently, Sean is going to have to take care of 7 characters in order to stop Thiago from getting to 20 lore.
There is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is there anything else he can use to dig to potentially get to another Under the Sea or to that shift Jasmine that I love so much?
If he's playing visual, because the thing is, we already have 6, 7, 8 cost on board, courtesy of Silver and Tipo. So if we can find it, then we can always sing it. So any dig that we've got, but I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing it.
Just characters in hand.
It's a Stop Chaos in his track, another John Silver, a 1-cost Jasmine, and 4th card, which I missed. So no way to dig. What's the best we can do challenge-wise? Because if we can either have the John Silver challenge a Daisy or quest and give a Daisy Reckless. I think you'd rather challenge because, again, bodies on board have worth more than what they are. Stop Chaos in his track is going to bounce a couple of Daisies back. John Silver's going to come down, give Reckless to that one.
The other Daisy, yeah.
Then the John Silver... Oh, we sang
And you just have to hope that there's no additional tramp that Thiago's going to play. Otherwise, everything that was done doesn't matter.
Literally doesn't matter. Finds an Emerald Chromicon off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lore on. But hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's at 14 lore. That's great.
Okay.
Am I missing? Oh no, reckless.
Yeah, the Daisy Duck.
Sorry,
Duck.
my bad, chat.
That's
My bad, chat. That was
We are
silly
in the game. We are thinking.
I was not in the tank. I was drowning. What was going on there? Yeah. So it's not game quite. We can go up to 18, but this John Silver gave Reckless to the Daisy. So we do get at least one more turn, unless you're right, unless we found a tramp, in which case it didn't matter, but no tramp yet.
Which, if I were Thiago, I would, after playing Double Lady, I would hope that you have a tramp in your hand to save, just to have that powerful move, just to go, ha-ha.
Especially considering how many tramps are in the deck, right?
Yeah, at least 8.
At least 8,
At least 8.
Down comes those Daisies.
We knew they were coming.
Unless Sean finds Under the Sea here, I'm not sure he's going to be able to keep him off of it. He may be able to deal with a lot of it, but I think this is too much, D-Bex. I really do.
I agree.
Unless it's Under the Sea.
We're going to shift Jasmine. That's what we needed to see here. That's going to return 5 of those exerted characters
and the 2
to
John
Thiago's
Silvers
hand.
are going to make
both of the other
Reckless.
remaining. Yes, okay. Wow, what a turn of events here. I called it for last turn, but it actually turned out that Jasmine Royal Commodore showed up this turn.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Again,
and just in time, too.
It's just a sign of how not used to seeing this Jasmine that we are, that didn't come to mind as an out. But yeah, that certainly did the job. But Thiago's going to be able to go nice and wide here. Sean still needs to find an Under the Sea or an answer. I think
There's a
Thiago
lot of
still
cards
wins.
in hand.
Credit to Sean.
We'll see.
He's done well here to elongate this match as possible.
He has.
As much as possible, sorry. Yeah, we'll just go wide.
Yeah, we'll probably see at least 3, if not 4 or 5 characters coming down for Thiago.
Maybe an Ursula, just a fish for the Under the... Does Sean even have cards in hand?
I don't think so.
Did he play it all out? Okay, so it wouldn't be an Ursa then. So there's the Daisy, there's a lady,
Double
there's another
lady,
lady,
yep.
there's a Pluto.
Pluto, friendly pooch.
So, yeah, we need to remove 3 lore from the board here.
And that was not an Under the Sea. That was a Sapphire card. An Ink Geyser, though. Okay, that does...
That's it.
That's it, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah.
Again,
because
to be
you're
fair,
going to get to draw all those cards and play them.
Unless he T-Po'd an Under the Sea. That may be an out.
Okay, here we're selecting the random cards for the Ink Geyser. Of course, those ones will get to go back to hand.
Yep.
Those ones stay in the inkwell.
Did we T-Po an Under the Sea? That is the question, because if so, there is a chance. Kida, T-Po,
I don't see
you're
it.
welcome. No, I think it's over.
Okay.
I think.
Well, we'll see here. With
wait. Oh, no, we can buy a turn.
With
Double
John Silver,
quest.
we'll make 2 of them quest.
You're welcome.
Challenge, excuse me, reckless.
Yes, and yeah, we'll make them reckless. You're welcome.
But the ladies are still, though, they don't even need the tramp at this point with Thiago being at 18. So how can we get rid of the ladies there? They're ready.
So I think you're welcome the Daisy. We quest our John Silvers to give reckless to the ladies and leave just the Pluto as the only thing that we quest.
Okay.
That is an out. That buys us
another turn.
Another turn. Which is all this is about, because if Sean finds Under the Sea, there is actually every chance that he gets ahead here. There is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 lore on his board. He can create a 2-turn clock.
John Silver's ability being activated by him questing, that's going to take Sean up to 10 lore just to take care of Thiago's characters in play.
Yeah, 100%.
This is so interesting here, where we have another match on the edge of our seats. But this is just game 2.
This is just game 2.
This is game 2. So Sean needs to win this game in order to take it to a game 3. Otherwise, Thiago will be moving on with 9 points in our Disney Lorcana Challenge here at Richmond, Virginia.
Jasmine looking to sing, I think, the You're Welcome.
I like that.
Yep. On the Daisy or the Laddie.
And
on his own
his own Tipo. Okay. If he can find the Under the Sea here,
sure.
John Silver or would potentially sing or...
So this is what I think we call playing to win, all right? Because if there is a line there that Sean can take to buy himself 1 more turn, but then he's right back where he started, and he's been on this train for 3 turns now.
It's been rough.
I think he needs to find a way to make a more high-impact play, and I think that's why you saw the You're Welcome on his own Tipo to dig for hopefully the Under the Sea, which would be a lot better for him. So that's what I call playing to win, as opposed to just playing to buy a turn.
That's right, and it's not just playing to your outs. You want to make sure that you can get the victory, and we...
Go.
Go off the top. Oh, my goodness. That card, the Darting Dynamo, is so good. It didn't matter. Congratulations, Thiago, taking this one down, going to 9 points with the Dogs.
Yes, 2-0 for Thiago on Dogs. Again, no surprise to see Thiago picking up game 1 there on the play against the Emerald Sapphire deck, but that triple